Hey everyone, I'm Ermysenigma, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Dr. Viktor's Patrons event. Be a good customer to Dr. Viktor and he shall reward you. In this time challenge, you will get different amounts of points for every cell obtained in Monster Lab shop. The higher the rarity of the cells, the more points you'll get for the challenge. And as you can see, the first reward is 80k food, then 500k food, then you can get 120 Agursa cells, then you can get 3 level 10 speedruns, that's amazing. And then if you get the last reward, which requires a lot of effort, you can get 250 Elementium. And now 250 Elementium is amazing because this actually lets you rank up 2 separate monsters to rank 1, or it just gives you 20 Elementium cells shy of ranking a monster all the way to rank 2. So imagine if you buy a VIP monster or a Nemesis monster and you only want to do that one purchase. If you get a Nemesis monster, for example, you pay your $30, you don't need to buy more of him to rank him up to rank 2. If you were able to make it to the final reward in this event, well, you would just be 20 Elementium shy of having a rank 2 Nemesis monster. So, pretty amazing event so far. Now, is it worth it is the question I think everyone is wondering. So to do that, we need to bring out our calculator and do some math. And so now that I have my calculator on the top left hand corner, let's take a look at scoring, which is how do you actually get points in this event. So for each rare cell you purchase, you actually get 1 point. For each epic cell you purchase, you get 5 points, and for each legendary cell you purchase, you get 20 points. So, legendary cells are probably the best option in this game. However, keep in mind that during this event they also sell lots of rare cells for gold. So you can capitalize on that, buy as many rare cells for gold as possible to minimize the cost of how many gems you have to spend to get to the next reward. And so we're going to go ahead and look at the shop. Keep in mind right now that I have 720 points, okay? I have 720. Let me actually remove my calculator, and as you can see, I already bought all the rare cells, Danfelino, Molem, and Bonsicore. That's actually how I was able to get up to 600 points. And now I'm gonna buy some legendary monsters. Now the cool thing is that during Monster Cell Week, every time you buy 1 cell, you actually get 2 cells. So I had 720 points. Let me buy from a monster I actually want. Let me get Hercule. For every 3 gems I spend, you can see I'm starting off with 800 gems. I'm gonna get 2 cells. So I'm gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now let's take a look at how many points I actually have. So going back to the event, it now shows that I have 840 points, which means that those 9 gems, they gave me 120 more points, because I essentially got 6 cells, even though I technically only purchased 3. So it's every cell you get. So since I got 6 legendary cells, 6 times 20, that's 120. 120 points plus my original 720 points, that equals 840. And so with that knowledge, now we can bring back the calculator and do some math. So for example, let's take a look at Agursas. Agursas, you need 6,000 points to get them, right? And every time you click purchase on legendary cells, every 3 gems, you're going to be getting 40 points. And so if we do division, you get 150, which means you need to make 150 purchases of 3 gems. So 150 purchases times the 3 gems, it's going to cost you 450 gems in order to get Agursas. Now this is assuming you start off with no points. Keep in mind that you're actually going to lower the cost by buying rare cells for gold. So it's not actually going to cost you 450 gems to get Agursas, but that's just supposing you were only to buy legendary cells. Realistically, right now, taking a look at mine, because I already got 600 points from rare cells, I only need 5,400 more points to get Agursas. So dividing that by 40, that yields 135 times 3, which is how many gems it's going to cost per click. That's 405. So 405 gems is what it's going to cost for me to get Agursas right now. But also keep in mind that the cell shop actually refreshes, which means once it does refresh in 2 or 3 hours, there's going to be more rare cells to purchase, which will reduce my cost again. And so anyways, let's take a look at those speedruns. Those speedruns cost 15,000 points, right? You may be thinking that's a lot, but you are getting 3 level 10 speedruns. If you divide that by 40, you're going to have to click purchase 375 times on legendary cells. And 375, if I multiply that by 3 gems, that's going to cost you a total of 1,125 gems, which is a lot of gems, but it's also a pretty good price. Especially when you take a look at the cost of a level 10 gem. The only time you should buy gems is when they're 85% off. Currently, that's not the case, but you can calculate how much a rune will cost when it's 85% off. So it originally cost 2.3k, so that's 2,300, and you multiply that amount by 0.15, which is an 85% discount. So the cheapest you can ever buy a level 10 rune within the runes market is to purchase it for 345 gems, and if you were to buy 3 of them, that would cost you 1,035 gems. So your final price is 1,035 gems for 3 level 10 runes. And comparing this to the current event where you're spending 1,125 gems, sure you're spending a few more gems, but you're not just getting the runes, you're also getting 120 Agursa cells, you're also getting some food, but don't forget that you're also going to be getting a ton of legendary monster cells, because you essentially have to click purchase 10 times on 38 different monsters. And by the way, the way I get that number is you do the 15,000, you divide it by 40, and you get 375. Now the thing about the Monster Cell Week is that you can only purchase 10 times on a monster before the price goes up. So you divide this by 10, and you get 37.5, which means you would have to click purchase 10 times on 38 different monsters in order to give you enough points to reach that 3 speedrun reward. But like I've been mentioning, keep in mind that you also get points for rare cells, and because that's the case, you can actually offset the number of gems you have to spend by quite a bit. So for example, let's say just from rare cells alone, you were able to get 1,000 points, which would mean you would only need 14,000 more points in order to get the 3 level 10 speedruns. So we take our 14,000, we divide that by 40, and this time we get 350, and we multiply that by 3, and our new number is 10,050. And so it's only 15 more gems than the previous number of just buying 3 level 10 runes by themselves. So you're spending 15 more gems, but you're getting the gems, you're getting Agurza's cells, you're getting food, and you're getting 20 legendary cells for almost 38 different monsters. That's pretty darn incredible. This is by far one of the best events in my opinion. And now for those of you that made it to the very end of this video, I don't know whether this is intentional or not intentional, but take a look. Right now I have 840 points, right? I'm going to exit out, and I'm actually going to go to the team shop. Clicking on team shop, and I'm going to move over to cells. So these are the different cells I can purchase. General Ingvar, General Shannara, Ingvar's pet, Shannara's pet. Plenty of different cells, right? The legendary monsters give me 10 cells, and they vary in the number of war coins. So, for some reason, I don't know if this is supposed to be the case, it doesn't seem like it, but maybe there's a glitch going on, maybe something's wrong. But if I purchase Shannara's pet cells from the shop, and I'm doing Shannara's pet because it's the cheapest, Master Skill is like the next cheapest. I can also do Donna Turtle, but I don't really need Donna Turtle. So Shannara's pet it is. I could also do Ingvar's pet, but I think between the two, I prefer Shannara's pet. I'm gonna buy again. I'm just gonna keep buying, right? I'm at 50, right? And take a look at that. Dr. Viktor's Patron step completed. You earned the first reward. Why am I getting points for buying from the team shop? I have no idea. Let me click purchasing. Let me go all the way to 100. So I now spent 2,000 war coins to get 100 cells. Let's go back to the event. I am already at 2,840. 2,840. So obviously to get those level 10 speedruns, it's not going to cost me anywhere near 1,000 gems. It's going to cost me way less because I have all the war coins. It's a really good thing I saved all those war coins up because I can definitely almost reach that reward. Actually, let's just keep spending and see exactly how much it's going to cost me if any amount of gems. So going back to here, you know what, I might as well get Ingvar's pet. I would really prefer to get General Ingvar, General Shannara, but these are the best bang for the buck. So I'm going to click on purchasing and I'm down to 5,000 coins, but that's fine. Let's go back to Shannara, click on Shannara, and there we go. Dr. Viktor's step completed. You earned the second reward. So I'm now down to, oh look, I earned the third reward. I already have Agurza's, 120 Agurza cells, and I haven't spent any gems, well, other than to show you guys the example, but I only have 3,000 coins left. So considering there isn't anything really good to buy in the team shop right now, you know, the generals cost too much, the other monsters, Master Scale 1.5k, that's too much, the epics aren't that great, you might as well spend them because of this event going on right now. So I'm already at 6,840, so let me just calculate that. Let's bring out the calculator again. You need 15,000 points to get the 3 speedruns. If you subtract that by the number of points I have, 6,840, I only need 8,160 more points. And if I divide that number by 40, I get 204, which is how many purchases I need to make. Times that by 3, I would only have to spend 612 more gems purchasing legendary cells in order to get those 3 speedruns. So you know what, let's actually come back. Let's just spend all of my war coins, it's fine. I don't care. Team shop, this is like the best time to spend your war coins. And you could also do Donna Turtle if you want to, because it's essentially the same thing. If you were to spend 200 war coins on Donna Turtle, you would get 40 cells, and every epic cell you purchase, you get 5 gems. So 40 times 5, that's only 200, which is the same as the generals. And like I said, you could also get the Ingvar's Bodyguard, Master Skill. You can get the other generals, but they just cost more. So right now it's more efficient to get Shannara's pet or Ingvar's pet, and I'm going to continue to buy Shannara's pet. Hopefully, the price never goes up. So I am just going to use all the coins I can, and I'm down to 144. I might as well get Donna Turtle just to maximize my earnings from this event, and that's it. I have no more war coins. Let's go back into the event and see how many points I have. 9,840. And so now let's do some more math. We originally needed 15,000 points in order to get the level 10 speedruns, but I already have 9,940, which means I only need 5,060 more points. I divide that number by 40, and I get 126.5, multiply that by 3, I only need to spend 380 gems to get those runes. That is phenomenal. Yeah, I spent all my war coins, but right now in the team shop, there's nothing really good to purchase, so it's a really good investment. I'm going to spend my time purchasing a lot of legendary cells for monsters I want, like Timerion, like Haildig, like Krampus, whatever good monster pops up in the team shop, Voltic cells, frostbite cells, I'm definitely going to be purchasing them. So not only am I advancing in ranking up my monsters, I'm also going to be getting the runes. I already got Agurses, and this is by far one of the best events. I wish I could get the 250 Elementium, but that's completely out of my league. But yeah, guys, just know that if you made it to the end of this video, you can actually spend your war coins to buy cells, and you can actually progress in this event. So like I said, I don't know if it's a glitch or not, because according to the description, Dr. Viktor shall reward you. In this time challenge, you get different amounts of points for every cell obtained in the Monster Lab shop. Obviously, the cells I got from my war coins, that's not from the Monster Lab shop, that's from the team shop. So I hope they don't get rid of everything. If they do, I'd probably just complain because, you know, it was working. I was under the impression that it worked. I don't know, guys, you have to decide for yourself whether you want to do it. I don't know if it's a glitch or bug or that's supposed to be intentional, but I'm almost out of the runes, so I'm definitely going to try to get them. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it was helpful. If you have the gems, if you have the war coins, I highly recommend you use them to try to get those 3 level 10 speedruns, because that's going to help you out immensely in the game. Good luck to everyone on your Monster Legends adventures, and like always, remember to dream big and pursue your passions.